This good guy Jerry the commentator here, and I'm here to talk about the recent allegations of Remy Ma cheating. Is this just an illusion to get all the attention on her and her rap battle league? Or is it the truth? I don't know, because Papoose said not too long ago on Hip Hop News Uncensored, shout out to them guys, that he want his wife to win. Just listen to what Papoose had to say about his wife and her career.
Because, my wife was away for a long time. She had first came home. I just wanted her to do her. I didn't want to cloud that in shape, form, or fashion. I even put my career to the side in water management, and because I just wanted her to see her win so bad and get back in the position that she deserved to be. So, now she's rich again. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her thing. You just gotta take the positive out of it and build on it, because to be honest, a lot of people make money on social media, and that's a great thing. A lot of people sell different things, promote different brands, and get a check and promote themselves. So that's the positive side. But the downside, you can't feed into the negative on there, because it's an illusion. Nobody's gonna harm you through an app.
Shout out to Hip Hop News Uncensored for revealing that part. But guess what? Wack 100 knows the history of Remy Ma and Papoose. And let's hear what Wack 100 had to say about where it all started between them two. He talks like he was there. Let's listen to Wack 100 as he breaks it down.
I know this situation. I know how they got together. They got together because of K-Slay. K-Slay was working with Remy at the time, and then he signed Papoose. So when Papoose started coming to the studio, and I'm going to leave a whole nother part of it out because I'm not going to talk about that, but that's how Pat met Rem. Is Rem and Slay already go back. Rem, Slay, Fat Joe. They used to call Slay the Black Fat Joe. He was that tight. So when he signed Papoose, Papoose used to wait on Slay in the rain outside the radio station every day. And Slay finally listened to it and boom. So when he started coming to the studio, this is how Papoose and Remy Ma met. Remy Ma was already, she was in the mix already. So this is how they met. Boom. They get together. Pap signed to Slay. Pap go get Slay a deal for like $1.5 million. A few things happened. He had a single that could have went. They got called Hater Blockers, right? But then Pap turned around and released a song with him and Snoop Dogg that Slay didn't want to do, and the label kind of didn't get behind him. Long story short, Rem's a gangster. Put her some money, told Rem get it back in blood, whoop whoop. Rem drew down with a 4-5 and fed that, got down on her right there, on the spot. Ain't no, and when I say it's not disrespectful, it just, Remy Ma like that. She really like that. You know what I'm saying? So she go to jail. She fighting the case, whatever. Her and Pap is building. She gotta lay down, do some time. She gotta do like 7 years or so. I will say this, because me and Slay was tripping. We like, yo, Pap finna get loose. Slay said, yeah, I think so. 6 months, 1 year. Where Pap at? He drove upstate. What you mean? Going to see Rem. Yo, we finna marry her. No. Kind of made me like, all right. Even though it was like, it wasn't a new thing to me, because if mine would have been down, that's gonna happen anyway. But to see Pap being a young Pap Brooklyn out here in the swinging thing, fresh deal, moving around, you can't tie Papoose. Them years Remy was gone. Come handle his business and go home. Strip clubs he come do to support Slay and get on. He was making sure wasn't no reports getting back to Rem. Rem come home, boom, boom, boom. She's the reason why the Fat Joe, because it was beef with Papoose and Fat Joe. Let's let that be clear.
That's a fact.
I was in the middle of it. I know. It was beef, like what's going on, right? The Uncle Murder beef that came to an end. Shout out to Hood, shout out to K-Slay, right? Murder and Pap. The other homie, may he rest in peace, Papoose first cousin. So that come to an end. So when Rem come home, you know, Remy start working back with Joe. And I guess that kind of massaged the problem. You know, because Rem always with Terror Squad. Always been there for years. And I seen Rem, you know, Rem start picking up. You know, I run into her and Pap at the, you know, the award ceremonies. And, you know, it was, I used to tell myself without saying it, like, damn, I wonder how Pap dealing with that and everything about his girl. And that is Papoose. All right, boom. I seen the play go down, right? Where they did the reality show, right? I started working. I said, all right, that's a good look. But we all waiting for Pap music to get on. And I hate to say it, but Pap is one of those artists that I always talk about. He's talented. He's dangerous on that mic. But for some reason, the people just didn't gravitate to him. As a, you know, I feel like Pap's a monster, man. I don't know if y'all ever heard Alphabetical Slaughter. If y'all haven't, let's one of y'all go grab that.
Alphabetical Slaughter is just straight lyrical perfection from A to Z. Then he goes back to Z to A. Still to this day, no one has really have even come close to that rhyme style. It's very similar to what Nas did in Rewind when he was going backwards in time. But Papoose did every letter of the alphabet in sentence form. It actually made sense. No one has come close. And I think with that, he cannot be dumbed down to this generation. He's almost like a generation late. He's like during the era of the Big Daddy Kanes, the KRS-Ones, and the Kunji raps. He did that over a decade ago, and this generation still can't keep up.
Right? You know, but I started seeing Rem growing and Rem growing and Rem growing. I was like, damn, you know, waiting for happen for Pap. Pap went on his run, started doing his albums, you know. You know, and the music never happened for him for whatever reason, you know. In New York, undeniably, Pap is it. But for some reason, now I ain't saying New York, but you know, the overall world, they didn't gravitate to it. I transitioned or didn't know how to transition, right? And now the music get dumbed down to what it's dumbed down to. You know what I'm saying? The drill, 2 minutes, Pap's a rapper, MC. Those Justo Awards, a lot of y'all ain't from New York don't know. I think he went home like 5-6 years straight with them.
Now with Wack giving us that quick history lesson of them two, it kind of puts in perspective of why it may just be allegations and more of an illusion like what Papoose said. Now Wack basically stated that Remy Ma's career took off and Papoose quite didn't gravitate on that level, mainly because of his lyrical eliteness that is kind of not dumbed down. And we gotta understand that today's hip-hop is basically dumbed down compared to the golden age of hip-hop when it was about lyricism, and that is the realm that Papoose is in. Lyricism. He is a lyrical elite. It's no question about it. So why not have social media work for you? And like Papoose said, it's an illusion. Listen to what he said.
You know, you just gotta take the positive out of it and build on it, because to be honest, a lot of people make money on social media, and that's a great thing. A lot of people sell different things, promote different brands, and get a check and promote themselves. So that's the positive side. But the downside, you can't feed into the negative on there because it's an illusion. It's an illusion.